if you want to just stay there in AEW and keep on collecting the paycheck, you don't care what they do with your career. Either way it goes, you're still getting a check every week. But if you want to make something out of yourself and be something in this business, then I wouldn't be a sellout. I'd go to WWE, where if they were, he knew that they were going to use him right.
Let me talk about Mickie James. This is something that's gotten hot in the internet wrestling community lately, and it was a comment she made about one of the contestants on the show from WWE, Legends and Future Greats, LFG. And one of the girls named Xena came out, and she was wearing some clothes, some booty shorts, kind of in her attire. So Mickie said this: "I did like that we saw a new side of you, Xena. I liked your new gear. Can I talk to you about your gear? I lived during the Diva era, and we fought very, very hard to not have to wrestle in lingerie anymore. Since I'm a female, I can speak on this. It's very frustrating when women go out there and wrestle, and all I see is their ass, and I can't look past it, and it's all I see. It's very distracting. So you want to be taken seriously as a wrestler, but you're wearing pretty much jazzed up lingerie. And that's my opinion, and that's coming from someone who's had her ass on TV a lot." End quote. Your thoughts, Teddy, on her comments about the attire of a wrestler, female wrestler today?
Well, she's absolutely right. Okay, she's absolutely right. Any woman shouldn't have to dress any provocative way just to try to get a job. Okay. So, but Mickie knows better than anybody. And, you know, she's been there. She's been in that spot before. So what she's trying to do is to educate her and let her know you don't have to do it. It ain't got to be like that. Just dress nice. Come on out. Just do what we want you to do. Do your job. And that's all it takes. But like I said, it's good that Mickie even took the time to talk to her, because a lot of times, you know, you can be with somebody and a lot of the older guys, they won't tell the young guys nothing, and they'll be looking right at them doing something. They won't say one word to them. But, you know, like I said, I thank Mickie James for, I hope that helped her. I hope she learned something from it.
Now, I understand, Bill, coming from Mickie James, that, you know, women shouldn't have to look this way, but they may choose to look that way themselves. And if they do, that means the WWE is allowing of that kind of attire. I don't know that the women's, and I hate to say this, but part of the product and part of the presentation in female wrestling for a lot of people, if you don't believe me, go onto the social media and look at the things people post about different wrestlers, and it's always their rear end or something. They like beautiful women in wrestling. So you can't dress down either. You got to find a happy medium somewhere, don't you, Bill?
Yeah, well, why do you think they call it TNA?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a part of wrestling that always has been.
You know what?
Yeah.
She's grabbing people's attention with it, but I don't know if LFG has a wardrobe rule at this point. So there are a lot of, I hate to use this term, red-blooded males who will tune into that show just to see her, whether she can wrestle or not. But Mickie James has always been a cheerleader for the wrestling business, the women's division. She looks at them like she is as an athlete, and that's what she's trying to promote. So that's her feeling, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No. I like I say, I totally agree with where she's coming from. But at the same time, when you look at WWE TV right now, I'd love to know what her thoughts were, because, you know, you get some of these girls on there now. You got Alexa Bliss. You have Liv Morgan. Who's the big girl?
Listen, if you don't have your stuff together.
I'm trying to remember all these women at the same time, but if you look at it, there's a lot of
Jade Cargill.
Well, if you quit having all these fantasies, Mac, about these women, you probably could remember who they are.
But no, Jade Cargill too, Bill. I just heard you say that.
Yeah.
And that is another name. That's somebody else who, they show some bones, and there's a reason. It makes ratings.
And it sells tickets.
But
here's what they got to understand too. You know what I mean? Come to work. Make that your work thing. You know what I mean? Don't carry it any further than that.
Correct. You don't have to live it that way. You just need to perform it.
You're making no sense, because 99% of any wrestling federation is half-naked men in bathing suits. Next.
Good point, Bill. Good point.
Yeah.
All right.
But they're men.
Yeah. Oh, God. That was said by Teddy Long. All right. Mariah May, who has really kind of made a name for herself in AEW, especially during the program with, geez, right? Teddy,
Tony Storm. Tony Storm.
Begging you. I am begging you.
Timeless Tony Storm. She really got herself over in AEW, but reports are suggesting that maybe her time in AEW is coming to a close because this summer her contract comes to an end, and there are rumblings that a lot of people want to see her show up in WWE. Bill, do you think that's a possibility, and do you think that's where she should go?
Of course, it's a possibility. In terms of financially and in terms of becoming a more worldwide recognized star. I've met her and interviewed her a few times. She's a total sweetheart. She's an excellent technician, worker in the ring and on the mic, and I think she will make a smash in WWE.
I
agree. Teddy, what about you?
I agree with both of you guys. I think she'll be a big name for them, and I can't see them passing her up. I just can't see that.
If she gets in there, Mariah May.
I think it's a shame that AEW loses her because, to be honest with you, her and time was Tony Storm were the women's division. So they were losing a big star in Mariah May. I hate to see that happen when it comes to AEW. Let me talk about Bret Hart.
If it happens, Mac, Tony Khan may up the ante in terms of her pay, but I think so many wrestlers at least want to, at least once in their career, go to the Super Bowl team. So
Teddy, let me ask you, as a talent, if you're an AEW, you have the opportunity to go to the WWE, but Tony Khan throws more money at you. Let's say they're going to pay you twice as much as WWE, but your career may not go anywhere during that time, and you're fully aware of that. Do you take that deal, or do you go to WWE and take a bet on yourself?
Well, that's according to what you want to do. You know what I mean? If you want to just stay there in AEW and keep on collecting the paycheck, you don't care what they do with your career. Either way it goes, you're still getting a check every week. But if you want to make something out of yourself and be something in this business, then I wouldn't be a sellout. I'd go to WWE, where if he knew that they were going to use him right.
Yeah, and I really think that, for most people, male, female wrestlers, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, WWE is the big show, and you want to end up in WWE. I don't care how loyal you may be to AEW. Right now, WWE is the wrestling company in the world right now.
Keep in mind that Jade Cargill, I don't think she ever met Mariah May back at Jade's time in AEW, but I think that would be a hell of a compelling series of matches if she got in there.